Okay, we're back at the table for turn 6 of Blood Spilled in Salem. We're already on agenda 2. We haven't passed act 1 yet, but we do have the clues. Well, Mark has the clues to enable us to do that. We've also, as part of the, as I just reminded from last time, as part of advancing the agenda, we've got this Blood Moon in play, which means every time we draw an omen card from the encounter deck, we have to add another chaos token to the cup or bag, well, cup in my case. We're struggling a bit with our sanity. We've already taken 3 damage or 3 hits to our sanity, or 3 sanity damage if you like. What would it could be? Sanity damage? Yeah, we've taken 3 sanity because of the black cat, which we actually did manage to kill last turn. So we'll just move straight on to round 6 now, and our first thing as usual is to grab a doom, and we will put a doom on that agenda. So we're 2 from 5 at the moment, and of course we will draw a encounter card, a clueless initiate. Okay, spawn nearest empty location, and it will come after the person with the most clues, which, I mean, it's going to be us anyway. There's only one. I'm only playing a 1 investigator game. So the nearest empty location, which well, it can be any. I guess we can put it on. We will put it in this church. That's the nearest empty location. I mean, we've got 2 or 3, but we'll say that one makes sense. It would spawn in the church. Why wouldn't a cult just spawn in the church? Okay, so we put that there, and we will move straight on with the investigator phase. Our first action will be to, according to the hotel, if you can see that, we can draw a card as an action and heal any combination of 2 damage and 2 horror. We will draw the card first, and it's perception. Unfortunately, we're going to have to get rid of a card because we've now got 8 cards. So I think we will perception. We definitely want to keep. We'll get rid of the machete because we've already got a machete in play. So we'll keep perception because that helps with our observation, and we will heal 2 points from our sanity. Let's put that to 1. Okay. And we can only do that once per turn. So we can't, it'd be nice to be able to do that with our damage now, but we can't. So second action. Second action, let's move to the witch house. So let's just bring that here. Let's have a look and see what it says. The witch house. It's a monument, it's indoors. The last building left from the trials where Judge Jonathan Corwin used to live. Okay, so it is shroud value of 3. It's got 1 clue on there. The furniture, mostly original, is kept clean by staff, but the smell of dust and old wood lingers. It's as if the judge still lived here, time standing still. Okay, and if it's not clear from my fantastic marking, from the witch house we can travel back to the hotel, or we can travel to the Chestnut District, which is a place we haven't actually been yet. So let's stick a clue on there. Oh, that's Doom. Flip her over. Okay. So remember, we've got the Reverend John Flint with us all the time. He's following us around. We've got a claw there. So that was our second action. I think our third action will be to try and get that clue, and then we can just, it doesn't cost, yeah, oh no, we need to spend an action to advance the agenda. So we should probably do that first. So our third action will be to advance the agenda. The act. So we knew that one, let's flip her over. Feel free to pause if you don't want to listen to my fantastic reading. So Act 1B. Looking through the witch house for clues, you stumble upon a hidden compartment under the judge's desk where you find an old notebook. The pages are brittle but still legible. It's amazing that it even survived all these years. Reading through its pages, you realise that the judge seemed to be, not unlike you, privy to information about the darkness that lies on the fringes, or it should be fringes of the world. I'm sure that's not fringes. That would just be really, really odd. Having been informed of a group of witches performing a massive ritual in Salem, he used his position to put a stop to them. Unfortunately, the witchcraft accusations cast a wider net than anticipated, and in the end, many paid the price to keep whatever unspeakable evil they were trying to bring here at bay. Place set aside judge's secret notebook at the witch house. An investigator at the witch house may immediately gain control of it. That should be. Okay, so let's do that first. So there's the judge's notebook. We'll come back to that in a second. I'll just put that, actually I'll just put it in front of me so we can read it in a second. I don't want to forget to advance the act. So Act 2A, the search for truth. Digging through the notebook sheds a new light on the events that have transpired here. The goat, the old witch trials, the rabbit hole goes deeper and deeper. However, with the clues you have collected thus far and this retelling of the past, you may yet make sense of what is going on here. So our objective now, which we need 3 clues to advance in this act, an investigator at the Salem City Hall may spend an action to have investigators as a group spend the requisite clues to advance. City Hall obviously is down here. So we need 3 clues on that. Now, let's just, okay, well first of all, we need to use our 2 clues for advancing the act, which I forgot to do. Don't want to do that, I'll get confused later. Okay, now this is why I got a little bit confused when I played through last time. The judge's secret notebook. Now, if you remember, the act told us to place it at the witch house, and any investigator there may control it, or may take control. However, there's a forced ability on here. Place the judge's secret notebook in your threat area. If it is discarded, place it at your location. For an action, you can gain control of the judge's secret notebook, which I find a bit odd because I thought it just said on the act card that you could just automatically gain control. I'd say, if anyone's played this and they understand this better than me, please let me know. For an action, investigate a monument. Investigate a monument. If you succeed, instead of discovering clues, place a clue on the location. This effect can only place clues once per game per location. So basically that is there. It says we can gain control of it. So this is how I'm going to play it. I'm going to play that we're there and we found the book, and I'm going to put it into our threat area. Okay. Then I'm going to say that when it's going to take an action, because it's got a hand icon on here. So it's as if we have to actually put it into our hand. I'm going to say as an action, we'll move it from there to our hand. And then if we discard it for any reason, if we want to equip something else, then we'll put it in the location that we're in. And then if we want to come back and pick it up again, then fair enough, that's what we'll do. That's the way I'm going to play it because I'm a bit confused. So that is the end of the investigator phase. I think we're all squared away there. The judge's secret notebook is in the threat area. We have 1 clue on the witch's house. Mark is well, tapped out, exhausted, whatever you want to say. And that brings us to the end of that part of the round. Yes, definitely. Okay, so we move on to the monster phase. First of all, movement. Well, murder of crows is the only, enemy movement. Murder of crows is the only one we've got, and it doesn't follow us. It's not a hunter, so that will go there. We've got the clueless initiate, which is a hunter, so that will come after us. So he will move. The only place he can come towards us is he'll move to the hotel, which is unfortunate because we want to go back there as well. So I'll move to the hotel. So there's nothing can attack us. No, that's all that done. Okay, perfect. So that's the end of the enemy phase. We do the reset, so we reset Mark. We will take a resource, and you know what? I shouldn't have advanced that agenda. I should have used my card, because I've got cards I've got to get rid of now, and I should have used that. So now I need to discard a card that I don't want to discard. I think we'll just discard. I don't want to discard the flashlight. I don't want to although, to be honest, if we've got the, I don't know, if we've got the judge's secret notebook in our hand, then we can't use the flashlight. Okay, let's use backstab, because we're not going to use agility for fighting, I don't think. It'd be nice to, but we're not. Yeah, maybe a bit of a mistake there. Shouldn't have advanced the act. I should have gone for the clue first. Could have easily got the clue by utilising some of those cards. That was in my mind, but I forgot. So we've taken our card, we've taken our resource, and that is the end of that round. Again, mumbled on and rambled on a bit, but a lot to do. So that's the end of that round. Thanks again, like and subscribe, and we'll crack on with round 6. So no, this was round 6, round 7 next time. Thanks a lot.